The new 1/64 Scale Race Express convenience store kit is perfect for your racetrack layout and Hot Wheels cars. It features large front side windows with illusion rooms, but that's not all. On the back wall, there's even an open garage. It also features 4 space parking spots to display your own 1/64 scale cars. This kit comes with landscape moss, window material, model people, and a total of 5 sheets of art. Who's ready to assemble? Welcome back everyone to another Innovative Hobby Supply video. I'm AJ, your instructor, and today we're going to be learning how to assemble the 1/64 Racetrack Express convenience store kit. One of the most important skills to know before assembling your innovative hobby supply model is scoring. It involves a straight edge and a hobby knife to break the surface tension so that the flex stock is able to bend clean. As you can see, I made a practice piece to show you how it's done. Simply line up the ruler along the line and gently press down on the hobby knife on the flex stock. Once done, fold. This technique allows you to make a flat ordinary piece of flex stock into something more intricate and 3D. Today we will be using the standard equipment for this model: a ruler, scissors, watercolor markers, a hobby knife, hot glue gun, and some scotch tape. So let's jump right into it. The very first step is to cut all the art included in the kit with a good pair of scissors. I recommend gathering the bigger and smaller items into groups to avoid losing anything important. For the base, cut along right there and collect all the small items. Do the same thing for this sheet of art. Once everything is cut out, collect the 2 side walls. Score both glue tabs with a hobby knife and ruler. Once that's done, fold inwards. Then grab a dark watercolor marker to touch up the scored seams. Make sure to also touch up the white outer edges. Moving forward, grab the front wall and let's remove the inside parts of the windows with a hobby knife and ruler. Make sure to avoid cutting the outer frames and the walls. If you don't feel confident doing this, I highly recommend watching our hospital kit video on the timestamp 4 minutes and 37 seconds to understand an easier way to remove the inside walls by using the bottom add-on walls included in the kit. The front wall should look like this after removing the inside parts of the windows. Then gently flip over onto the white side and grab the window material included in the kit. Gently place the top left corner of the material on top of the window open sections, allowing about 1/4 inch of overlap on all sides. Trace and simply cut out with a pair of scissors. Do this for both sides, then once you have 2 pieces cut out, remove both sides a wrapper until see-through, just like this. Afterwards, place the material evenly on top, but make sure there's enough room on the outer sides for future glue tabs to connect to the wall without any overlap. Secure with some scotch tape. Flip over to see the final result. Repeat the same steps to remove the inside parts of the windows for the side walls, using a hobby knife and ruler. Flip over, then grab the leftover window material and trace the right size to overlap the window section. Once you have 2 pieces, peel the wrapper off on both sides and place one on top of each side wall, just like this. Secure with some scotch tape. Repeat for the other side wall. And put aside for later. Next, let's open the garage door. Use a pair of scissors to create slits on both sides, avoiding cutting the walls at all times. Then for the top, use a hobby knife and ruler. Flip over so the white side is facing you, then grab the garage add-on piece. Touch up the outer white edges with a black watercolor marker, and flip over on top of the garage open section so that it slightly overlaps on the wall so we can secure it with scotch tape. And there we go, we have an open garage. Put aside for later. This step is optional, but I highly recommend. Use a good pair of scissors to cut the middle of the door open. Then, for the top of the door, use a hobby knife and ruler to cut. For the sides of the door where the hinges are, just score gently. Then, fold inwards just like this. And there we go, we have an open front door. Then place hot glue onto the original front sign. Grab the 2D add-on sign and place it evenly on top to add some more realism. For the next step, grab all the posters that you want to use and place them anywhere on the windows using hot glue. But before doing this, I highly recommend to touch up the white outer edges with a black watercolor marker. Now let's prep the illusion rooms. Score both white lines on the illusion rooms using a hobby knife and ruler. Gently score. Then fold inwards just like this. Touch up the white inside edges with a black watercolor marker. Do this step for all illusion rooms. Score both sides. Fold. Touch up. And there you go. Put aside for later. Then grab the garage illusion room and score the 2 white lines with a hobby knife and ruler, gently. Then fold the sides inwards just like this and touch up with a gray watercolor marker. Put aside for later. Then grab the 4 red awnings and score the white lines with a hobby knife and ruler. Make sure to touch up the white outer edges with the red watercolor marker. Fold the tabs downwards and touch up with the red watercolor marker. Now it's time to grab the base and assemble the actual building. Place the front wall along this line right here. To secure, use hot glue. Place small amounts of hot glue on the inside just like this. Hold upwards until dry completely. Then moving forward, grab onto the side walls. Place hot glue onto the nearest glue tab towards the front wall and line up both walls evenly together. Place hot glue right behind the wall. Do this step for the other side wall. For the back wall, I recommend gluing one side at a time to avoid any unevenness. Place a small amount of hot glue behind the wall to secure onto the base. Then grab the garage illusion room and place it right behind the garage open section. Do the same thing to all the window illusion rooms. Place hot glue right behind them to secure to the base. Once the illusion rooms are in place, look onto the front side to see the amount of realism. Then grab the roof and evenly place it on top. Grab the parking lot base, line it up with the front of the building, and place the building slightly on top of the parking lot base, just like this. Then secure the red awnings right above the windows using the small tab. For the next step, create small bushes onto the sides of the building using hot glue and the landscape moss included in the kits. Look how much realism that adds. For the very last step, I recommend gluing the add-on roof vents onto the original art, just like this, using hot glue. This is what it should look like after done. You can do the same thing to the parking bumpers. The 1/64 scale Racetrack Express model is a level 2 skill kit. It will take approximately 1 hour to complete. This model will give any hobbyist many years of enjoyment for displaying on your racetrack layout. You can get this model and many others on innovativehobbysupply.com. Thank you for watching today's video. Make sure you subscribe down below. If you have any further questions about the building that we just assembled today, make sure you check out our website at innovativehobbysupply.com.